Recently, I uploaded a video about an add-on called WCL Ranker, and I took it down because the add-on was flagged for violating the API of WoWlog's terms and service from the way it was obtaining the information. Recently, a new developer has taken control of the add-on, and it has since been re-uploaded back onto CurseForge, and this is the reason why I'm making this video. If you don't know what WCL does, WCL Ranker, when you hover over anybody in game, it tells you what their average parses are across all bosses on World of Warcraft logs. A lot of people see this as a toxic add-on that should be banned from the game, and the other half of the player base sees it as a shortcut from having to go and type in everyone's name into Warcraft logs because they're going to look you up anyway. And so today I'm going to share a story with you about my experience and why I use the add-on. Yesterday was Gnomeregan reset day. I decided to join a group on my Paladin, and I was going to run Gnomeregan just to try and find a group quickly and get it done. I joined a group from chat, and as I was looking up people's logs in the group, as it was a different group leader, I was joining the group as a pug. I asked him, hey, are you sure this is a 6 out of 6 run? Because some of these guys don't have any experience on their WoW logs. And some of them were gray parsing. The top damage in the group was around a 64, and the tank was around a 60 as well. The leader says everyone's 6 of 6, so it's going to be fine. Normally, I look for all green, or at least if somebody doesn't have any logs at all, I ask them for their main just to see if they have experience. Because when you're pugging Gnomeregan, it's not a super easy dungeon. It requires a very basic level of communication and skill in order to get it done. And my goal when I enter Gnomeregan is to clear all the bosses efficiently. I want to make sure that I have people in the group that are prepared to do that. Anyways, we go into the group and we go in. I'm trusting the leader that we're going to be able to take this. Everyone's 6 of 6 in the group. And this is what happens. I might have to bubble here, bro. Heal me.
Target you.
Bro, we should just wipe. We should just wipe so I can leave this group. Should we wipe so I can leave the group so I don't get saved? Yeah, please wipe. Please wipe. Please wipe. Please wipe. No, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Damn. Damn. Okay, saved, boys. Saved. Oh my god. I gotta get out of that group ASAP, guys. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Never seen a wipe here, he says. Never seen a wipe here. You guys said just stick it out in that group, it'll be fine. What a bait. Y'all set me up. I knew it. I knew it. That group was not going to be able to do that. After we wipe, I immediately left the group. I was really hoping we were going to wipe because I didn't want to be stuck into that lockout with that group, because I didn't foresee that we would be able to clear the entire thing. And of course, I'm looking to get the gear, especially from the last boss where the epics drop. From this point, I decided I was going to form my own group, and I was going to check everyone's logs and make sure they had some experience. Now, when I form a group, I'm not looking for anyone that has orange or pink parses at all. I'm looking for people that are parsing green and blue, that have cleared the dungeon maybe 1 or 2 times on that specific character. Because that shows me, oh, you know your rotation a little bit on that character. Maybe it's just gear holding you back, which is fine. I don't care about that. But it shows, you know the fights, you've done it before, and you have a little bit of experience on that class. Now, there's sometimes I invite someone to my group, and they don't have any logs at all. If they don't have any logs, I ask them, do you have a main? Is this your alt? Is this your first time in the dungeon? And if it is, then I know, okay, I can have about 1 to 2 of these players in my group at maximum if I want to clear through this raid efficiently, but I will need somebody to counter that, and somebody that's maybe doing a little bit more damage to make up for their numbers on certain bosses that have minor DPS checks. And the major thing in Nomergon is the healers if they run out of mana if the fights last too long. So that's the minor DPS check that I'm talking about. And maybe you've never been in a groups that's had trouble with the bosses, but I can tell you that this is not easy to take a full group of gray parsing individuals with low gear and to clear this raid. It's extremely tough. So my goal is to clear the raid. I want to make sure we have enough damage to get through the bosses efficiently. And WoW Logs is a tool that helps me do that. So using WoW Ranker, I'm able to balance my group by bringing some medium parsers, some low parsers, and some no parsers in order to balance my group so that we can efficiently clear the raid and we're not in there all day, respecting everyone's time and also allowing them to get loot. So this is just one way that I use WoW Logs to help my groups get through raids efficiently. So I'm going to show you now how I formed the group using Warcraft logs, using the add-on Warcraft Ranker, which saved me a lot of time when forming the group. I was able to form the group in half the amount of time or less because I didn't have to type each individual name into WoW Logs and look them up. I could just simply hover over their name. Dude, we got a 92 parsing, 29 parsing Shadow Priest. That'll be fine. What add-on is it to show people's parse? WCL. The WCL Ranker add-on is back. 69 healer, 64 healer. I think those guys could probably heal this no problem. I mean, Moonblast can probably handle the bombs. Warlock! There it is! We got a Warlock. Wait. No logs on him? Yeah, and once we had the group formed, we were actually able to one-shot every boss. We had about a 45-minute clear. We didn't need... Everything went extremely efficiently and smooth, and the average parse of this group was somewhere around the 50 range or 45 range of average parse across the board. Like I said, you don't need to use WoW Logs to gatekeep your groups and bring in all 99 parsers. I feel like those are the people that are giving, you know, the WoW Logs and gatekeeping. Those are the people that are giving this type of add-on and thing a bad name. Whereas some people can use it to actually balance their group and use it as a tool. So like, okay, we have some good players, we have some new players. Let's help the new players learn the mechanics, and just make sure we don't have too many new players so that we don't experience a situation where we go 5 out of 6. Where we don't get all the loot and it takes a long time and we wipe a lot, and we're just mainly want to respect everyone's time. And I can personally tell you that I've never had an issue when I check people's logs. We always clear the raid when I check people's logs. There have been 3 or 4 times now from phase 1 and phase 2 where I decided I was going to jump into Pug and try to just get it done quickly, not check anyone's logs, trust the raid leader who's filling, and we just send it. We clear a few bosses with some bumps, and then we just can't seem to make it past the last boss. And I don't want you or I don't personally ever want to be stuck in that situation again. So I've decided that I'm going to use Warcraft Ranker to make sure that the people in my group have some kind of experience. They at least know how to do their rotation to a bare minimum. Even in gray gear, I think you can get a green parse if you know what buttons to press on your class. And so just having that basic understanding of the game is the bare minimum requirement, and you usually can clear every time. And Warcraft Logs is a good tool that you can use to see if somebody just knows the bare minimum. Anyways, guys, that is my experience of why I like to use Warcraft Logs and the WCL Ranker. If you have any questions, feel free to stop by my Twitch, twitch.tv/Sardako, and ask me anything about logs, add-ons, and I will always be helpful. I'm Sardako. I'll see you next time.